This is a video of a roof job I am doing on this trailer here. I'm going to show you how the factory did not do this right. Basically, this whole entire roof is rotted. And there's quite a few flaws from the factory. As you can see, every piece of this roof is completely rotted. Right down in here, you can see they did not put putty on the moldings. They just put the moldings on with a bead of silicone and thought that was going to hold. And the worst thing I found is this is a new Alpha roof, which you can see it's textured. It's got that textured stuff. And the problem I also found with this was that when I was peeling it off, I found that the problem people don't understand with textured roof, you got the wrong sealant. You can see it's got all these little things. This right here, you can see the buildup here of how much dirt and corrosion is underneath. It basically was leaking underneath the die core, getting in here. There's no putty here, so it basically rotted out the entire edge of this entire trailer. It's got every edge is rotted, and I mean you can see the water with my finger how bad this is. And the entire edge of this trailer, this side, the front, the backs, where I'm walking here on the edge with my foot, you can just about fall through here. The whole edge around the entire trailer. Whoever made this wave trailer was a complete idiot because they didn't put the proper sealant and they didn't use putty. This here is softer than soft. I mean, it's a little hard here, but everywhere I turn, this it's leaking through past. It seems to be getting under here. It's getting under the underneath. It's leaking under the underneath here, getting into the into there. This is probably one of the worst spots here. It's as you can see, I can just put my hand right through the roof. There's your insulation, and then under there would be your roof panel. But this whole roof, this has been out for a couple hours now, so it's drying out. It was really black and stuff before, but this entire edge of the trailer all the way down here is soft. They basically, they didn't put any putty, no putty here, and they just put silicone on top, and they used this shitty roof sealant that did not bond in between the gaps or the roughness of this type of roof material, or roof membrane, I should say. It actually leaked past and got in there and rotted out all the screws. These are the screws that I pulled out from the moldings, and you can see that looking at the screw heads, these screws, I mean, there's nothing left of them. I mean, they're just rotted right out. I mean, look at this one. This is the worst. They just, the corrosion and rust and moisture under there for all these years. I'm going to have to put all new screws. I'm going to put all new 6 pieces of 8 foot by 4 foot wide sheets plywood on this roof. And you can see the amount of green and just the stuff that's inside of here is insane. And it's been sitting in here for how long? And if you look, I pulled the molding back. Look in behind there. There is no putty on this whatsoever. There is a bead of silicone. Now, I will show you on this one what I'm talking about. On a molding, you are supposed to put putty on the back here. And then you put the proper roof sealant and either a bead of Proflex. Proflex is epoxy silicone and it's good for 30 years. Regular silicone will just peel right off. I use Proflex on everything, and you can see that this here, that where the screw holes are, it just basically it rotted all these screws out. You can see right here. Let me just get this up, but yeah, you can see right here that this stuff just peels right off. Like, I mean, it's basically just silicone. This is a really shitty phone I'm using. Wish I had a proper camera because it's got such a, it's not a wide enough screen, so kind of hard to do a video. I'm just showing how bad this roof is. And yeah, it's just terrible. And everything's got to come off. Thing's got an AC, a solar panel, fridge vents, all that stuff. And yeah, I will take some more video when I'm done. But yeah, if you look here, this roof is so bad. It's rotted everywhere. And this new Alpha roof, another thing I want to say, it's got a fuzzy backside and a textured outside. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a type of a fuzzy inside layering to it. It's so filthy, I can't even tell. But and look at the sidewalls. I mean, it's delaminating in certain spots, and it's just everything's just rotted. I mean, and this poor trailer is not even that old, but you can see that this has been out for a couple hours too. But you can still see that the water bubbles coming out of it. It's just sickening and soaked. But that's what happens when these factories don't put proper roof sealant, or they're putting no putty, and they're putting silicone on the inside instead of putty, because that silicone is going to rot right through. Nothing, no putty there to cover the holes, and you're going to get your entire trailer, every corner of every molding, this entire trailer is rotted. Like, look at this, just rotted right out. The entire trailer. So, I will give you a heads up to what sealant to use. They have basically two types of sealant. You got your Dicor and you got your Alpha sealant. This stuff here in blue is for a textured roof or a TPO roof. This is the stuff you want to use for your TPO roof or your textured Alpha roof. This here, which I prefer using on a Dicor roof, I think it's EPDM roof. This is the best to use because this works better than this, but this stuff will not cause any gaps. Not gaps, I mean, I'm getting all mixed up here. Too much shit on the go. Use this stuff on this type of a roof. If you use the Dicor, this will cause wrinkles and bubbling all over the roof, and your roof will look like shit. You'll have waves all over your roof. Your roof will be wavy around anywhere this stuff touches. You get huge waves all over. So it really looks like shit. A lot of people are trying to sell you this, saying, oh, use this on an Alpha roof. That is totally wrong. You want the proper sealant. And that's about it. And that's about it.